For centuries, man has asked himself that well-known question. Will it rotisserie? Oh yes. Remember this? This is the spinning rotisserie thing that we did a chicken on, we did a kebab on, and it's in my garage for the last 18 months. I haven't been able to access it. I could see it. I was like, oh, I want to use you. But now I can. It was very dirty. A lot of spiders on it, dust. We've given it a nice old clean, and this thing is giving out some serious heat. Normally I would do these will it videos with Stuart, but I don't want to set his house on fire. He lives in Norwich, he doesn't have one of these, and it generally could be quite dangerous today. I want to thank my Patreon followers for coming up with some actual genius foods that we're going to shove on this thing. Although some of you will be messaged and contacted by the police because some of your ideas were rather sinister. Yeah. But look at it, it is an angry thing. It is so warm in here. I feel like I might have to put suntan lotion on. It comes with some other bits which I've also given a clean. There's this little thing here that helps you hang the skewers off of, which we've got right there. We've got these little fork things that help to hold in the kebab meat, and a tray for collecting juices and fats and stuff when we had the spinning log of meat before, which was epic. And as this cools down very briefly, it is time to commence our first one. Joel Diamond, something from the Ginster's product line, a slice or a Cornish pasty. Well, Joel, God gave sausage rolls to you. This is Ginster's, a well-known brand here in the UK, and these aren't just any sausage rolls. There are 4 of them, and they were reduced, so we got ourselves an absolute bargain. So we're gonna shove some skewers through the sausage and bung on that thing. But first of all, we need to kebab our sausage rolls. Look, I'm looking Homer. Come on, that's the end of the show, folks. Effectively, we're gonna make a meat carousel, which is probably someone's Twitter handle. Oh my gosh. If that is, let's all tweet them. That'd be hilarious. So we've got the 3 there, and the other one, the pastry fell off it, okay? So you're just gonna have to bear with me. We're gonna thread this through, and there we go. That, folks, is a meat carousel. Oh my gosh, that is so close to that. So there's no heat control. It is literally either off and cold or complete hell. So let's begin the meat carousel. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how long this is gonna take. I'm not gonna like leave it on like some sort of director's cut long edit. I think this is gonna be amazing. We've got any fats that drip off to collect down there. It's gonna hopefully warm through that pastry. Now, normally what we would be doing is we stop it and carve it and cook the meat like a kebab as we do it, but I think we're just gonna warm the outsides really. I don't think we're gonna really cook the centers. All right, so we're about 3 minutes in. Obviously in a microwave now, if we did that, it would be like incinerated, but it's only just now at full heat. But look at the color on this. That is actually changing massively. But this is actually quite surreal. I am just a little bit worried because every now and then, because the weight is more dominant this side, yeah, it's actually pushed forward at the top. Let's have a little look. There you go. Oh my gosh. I'm burning up here. But there is an obvious difference in colour where it's facing and not. Oh my gosh. Folks, we have lost pastry. This one here, look, it's collected in the tray. We're all right, it's safe. I am not putting my hands in there. Never put your hands in a meat carousel. So we've been going for nearly another 10 minutes. What's happening is the sausage is being protected by a shield of pastry, but it should be really nice and warm inside. This is gonna be insane. I think I'm gonna stop here on this one. I think this is always a nice sort of safe start. So let's get them off. Ha. Ah. 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 Yeah, oven gloves. Yes. Chameau. Oh, that is really nice. Good start. But I do wonder if this pastry is going to be like rock hard. Mmm. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. That has caught me by surprise. Sometimes when you like warm or bake a sausage roll, you can almost overcook the pastry and it goes like almost like a rock, and it doesn't become an enjoyable experience. The pastry is warm, it's cooked, but it's still tender and soft and goes right through to that sausage. That is genius. Next time you want to warm up a sausage roll in a microwave, just stick it in your rotisserie. Everyone's got one of those. As my daughter munches sausage roll from a meat carousel, Yes, in the background. The second one, Kyle Jameson and Zoe Mason, amongst others, suggested this. It might not work too well, but a pineapple would look cool, said Kyle. Zoe Mason, I like the idea of fruit, so pineapple or watermelon. I did mull over a watermelon, but I'm not a fan of it, and I feel like it might caramelise, you might get more sugar out of a pineapple. We're going to top and tail this, we're going to take the little eyelets out with our wish.com gadget, which is amazing, and then we're going to skewer it once that cools down and try and carve off caramelised fresh pineapple, which we might baste in rum.
Put it in my safe.
Put it in my safe. She's like, you're going to pay me for doing that, Cameo, aren't you? I'm using a serrated knife on a pineapple. I've never done that before. This is the sort of thing I get excited about now. All right, final strip off there, apart from a little few bits here and there, which I can just trim. But we have got these little eyelets, okay? There's an amazing gadget that I got to remove those off of Wish, and it's amazing. My concern is how I get through there. I might need to drill. Oh, wow. Such a simple tool. Looks like something to remove a verruca, but basically you line it up, push it in, and it closes for you and pops it out, and you're left with a cone of something that you don't really want to eat.
Like, are you going to pay me for this? Because
mate, I'm not paying you, right?
Just why? It's just only 50 quid, mate.
I'm really happy with this pineapple. We've got most of the holes out of it. This has got to go through there, which is notoriously tough. It's got a little bit of a point on it. Oh my gosh, it went through. Yes. I can see it. Oh my gosh. That's going to go into the bottom like that. That pineapple looks tiny. That was a large one as well. It's a large English pineapple, so it was probably like the size of a tangerine in Jamaica. I feel like Two-Face from Batman. At the end of this video, I might have like a suntan there and be like, oh, you've been away on holiday? So I've got some rum here as well, and I love spiced rum. Spiced rum, bit of Coke, bit of lime, bit of ice. Oh, yes. Let's brush it on. It has been a half an hour, and this thing has not stopped spinning. It's sweating and giving off loads of sugar, but the colour just isn't catching. All right, so we're just about to hit an hour in there. The timer is just down there. We did it the whole amount. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, because there is some lovely golden colour on there, some charring. I've got to be careful not to touch that, because if I do, it's going to like burn my finger insanely. But I think I'm just going to let this ping, and then we'll just slice it and carve it off from here. And the pools of the sugar that I've collected down below, right in there. Oh my gosh, I've been basting it back with that. Some of the pieces of pineapple that we carve off, I don't know how much we'll do, will fall into that and sugarcoat it again. Oh. And there we go. Dinner is served. It might wobble a little bit. Oh my gosh. You can see the actual colour contrast there, the golden colour here, and then the flesh right back into it. Come off, mate. Oh, wow. I'm gonna let this cool down because I need to use it again any minute for something I think will take less than an hour. And then we'll get this out. I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be the perfect blend of that pineapple buzz with caramelization and a cheeky hint of rum. Oh! Oh my gosh, that is amazing. It's like the perfect combination of fresh fruit, but like a char and caramelization running through, and still a little bit of warmth. It's soft and tender. Yeah, I really do want to put that into some bits of cream and lime now. Oh my gosh. Ah, I kept basting it, but there's something about that sort of slow cooked, that weeping of sugar throughout it, the whole core that we've taken all these big old chunks. Maybe too big, but that is sensational. Now for something completely different. Yes, because the lovely folks on Patreon, Stu and Megs, Kim and Esther, amongst others, were thinking of a cheese and toast kebab. Basically an epic, massive cheese toasty sandwich. So I had time to kill then whilst that pineapple was rotating for an hour, and in between basting, I made, well, I got a loaf of bread that I removed the crust and started adding cheese to create a tower, which conveniently is just out of shot there. I don't think this is gonna take 60 minutes. Look at that. Now I was gonna skewer down into it, but I feel like gravity will help me anyway, and I could have compressed it even more. I could have done mini ones on skewers, but I think this is gonna be rather epic indeed. Actually, no, I think it's gonna burn. See you in like 90 seconds. I don't know, this will take less, surely. Surely. I don't know if the cheese is gonna melt. Look at this. Oh my gosh, yeah, you can see the sides already and it's not even up to full heat. Whereas that other one took an hour, this might take 60 seconds, like literally. I'm kind of scared. I'm scared in a good way, yeah? That really is not something you see every day, is it? Toasty is served. Oh, that's so good. Can we just marvel at this? The sandwich with the hole. This is epic. It's leaning slightly. Please don't lean, please don't lean. Oh, you're so warm. But the bread, even on the top, didn't get toasted. It's got, when I put the butter, a nice little golden tinge, firm around the edge, soft in the middle. And I feel like all the way down, that's what it's gonna be doing. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so warm. I love cheese when it's warm. And by the power of Grayskull, that is warm and very greasy. Oh, look. Right, now for the last one. This last one is a rotisserie cake. Yes, an actual cake made on a rotisserie oven, and it's an official thing. Todd Mesner sent this link. Matthew Ripley replied, "This is awesome," and everyone else did as well, saying, "Do this." So basically, the context is you make a cake batter. Now that is in the fridge chilling right now. I have already done it. Yes, I started off by getting some egg whites and just well, I whizzed them up from their bland egg whitiness to stiff peaks that Tim Peake would be proud of. In the other bowl, I got my egg yolks from the egg whites. I didn't want to leave them on their own, and added them into the bowl with some sugar, vanilla, and rum. I'm not sure which one was which out of the vanilla and the rum. They kind of look the same, but it's going to add some flavour. I then added in baking powder and flour, and on the ingredients list it said 2 sticks of butter, which is a considerable amount of butter, but it didn't actually say to add that at all. So I omitted it at first and just whisked that together, and it ended up being some really horrible, thick, kind of weird, messy thing, but I kept going. But then I thought, aha, that's fine. We're going to start folding in the egg whites. It's going to loosen it up, and eventually, and I do say eventually, it did do that, and we got a nice smooth batter. Now off camera I did add in about a tablespoon of melted butter because I went to the effort of getting the butter and it wasn't in the method, but I think it's not going to be essential for this type of batter. So that's been in the fridge for an hour to kind of settle and chill a little bit, because how we make a rotisserie cake is we use one of these. We don't at all, but I'm using my giant food background here. I've done like custom shelves. I've wrapped card in foil before, because foil, it can send people to space, foil, let's be honest. I'm gonna wrap this custom triangle cone shape in foil. I've got a little gap at the top. This is like, I feel like I'm trying to explain to my wife about a random purchase I made at 3am. Just hear me out, hear me out. We're gonna put the pole up here. I haven't tested that yet. Yep, that works, okay. It's the wrong way around. For stability, we'll stick it on this plate. But what we do is we take the batter and we pour it down this mountain. As it rotates, it should cook and hold on there, and then you keep cooking it and adding more and more layers, and then you're left with this really weird hollow cone of cake. But apparently it works, and that's what we're doing. Let me actually show you the backup plan that I had. So we're in my garage right now. It's a little bit messy because I'm in the middle of insulating our roof. It's a long story. This, right, in DIY craft shops, you can normally get them way bigger. And my aim was just to buy one of these, wrap it in foil, and then wedge the spike through it. But instead, we're doing the cone thing. But I just wanted to show you. So this is my idea last night. I was going to get a polystyrene ball, a huge one like that, okay? Then I was going to get another one, like a snowman, and put that on top, and then try and cut a triangular shape out of that. Now, how I was going to do that was I was going to use something called Mitre Bond, which is one of the strongest glues. I mean, there's loads of different names for it. And that should hold it. There we go. So my aim was to basically, I don't know where I was, I had a mad moment in the shop last night. I was going to just carve this down. It would have been messy, and I don't know why. A triangle polystyrene one that big would be amazing. Instead, I'm left with a party snowman. So, no, didn't someone want this? I went to the effort of buying all that, so I just thought I'd show you anyway. But now, I look back and I think, what the heck was I going to do? It would have been messy. Right, let's wrap our cone in foil, because I think this is going to work. Much safer. Let me just do the top, and I think we're going to drop some batter on this baby. Oh yeah. So in the words of Griff from Back to the Future, batter up. I'm going to go for the whole hour. I have no idea how long this is going to take. There is a little bit of card exposed at the top. I'm sure it'll be fine. On a level of being scared, I'm not quite grilled cheese toaster, but it's certainly a unique sight, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Oh, that's too high. That's too high. Okay, okay. Oh wow, that's clung on really well. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know if it's just running straight off the foil, which is why baking parchment should have been used. I'm making a right mess here. See, I'm getting one side really brown there. That's amazing, that side. The state of that! It is so lopsided, but it's browning in some areas. Here, look at that. But then, there's a patch somewhere. I can't remember where it is. It's just literally, there's just still foil. It's like, hey, what about me? But you can see now how this is starting to brown all over and cook because I'm not adding any more batter on it. And I've got to make a call because some parts are going to catch quicker than others. So I just don't know what, it's just horrendous. Look at that. The hell's that burn mark come from? Oh my gosh. I think it's touching the actual heating element. Okay, I've got to like ease up now and just watch the masterpiece develop. I've run out of batter now, but I mean it looks horrendous, don't get me wrong. I've just been rotating it to brown it as much as I can. You can always see the last streak that I've done where it's a little bit off, but that is actually cooked. So I think if I push it much more, it might start to brown. Oh wow. Yeah. Ugh. All right, it's cooled down. It's been another hour, and it's like a punch bag. This is the moment I'm dreading. I can lift it off of here, I think. Oh my gosh, hang on. Yes, I can. Can I pull this out? Yes, I can. You see, it's coming away. This might take me a blooming long time. I mean, it's strong. It's really strong. Leave it with me. We've got all of it out apart from one cheeky little strip at the top. That's worked out way better than I thought it would. Well, here we go. We've got a cake. We've got a cake cooked on a rotisserie. Can I have attention, please? We've got a cake cooked on a rotisserie. Thank you. It does smell a bit vanilla rummy, actually. So here we go. Oh no! Ooh. Oh no, it's falling. Oh, that's fine. We'll just slice it. We got it out. That's fine. Well, here we go. Browned on the outside, nice and cooked through in the middle. All the layers cooked up slowly, politely, neatly. Well, that's a cake, all right. It's a little bit on the eggy side. I mean, there were 6 eggs in there, but the one thing I would say is when you bake a cake, you normally get that nice, light, soft sponge. As we built up the layers, although the colour isn't quite there, although you could do that, you could have it browned all the way through. That would take ages. We've kind of got like a slightly more cooked vibe there. A little bit more flavour in it in that regard. But that worked. This has actually been a really long day, but I've enjoyed all 4 of these. I think the pineapple, I just ate most of it off camera for my lunch as we did this video. It was so nice, a little bit of honey and cinnamon glaze on there, or going to town with the cream and the lime. Oh, it took a long time, but that was worth it. But even that cake then, that was really fun. So if you really enjoyed this video and you'd like, before I give this one away, if you'd like to see another Will It Rotisserie and you've got some more crazy ideas, do let me know down below. Let's open it up to everyone. Thank you everyone on Patreon for supporting me and for the suggestions. A lot of crazy ones as well. The police are coming for you. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all 3.
I'm not sure if this looks like the end of a cooking video or the end of a really wild party. Yeah, that was fun. All right, cheers, guys.